Hello, collective. My name is Angela, and this is Magic in the Mundane Tarot. If you have stumbled upon this and you've never been here before, welcome. This has found you for a reason. And if you are returning, yes, I changed the name. And we'll talk about that later. I have my reasons. I think they're good reasons. I mean, what else is Mercury retrograde for, right? Review, renew, redo. Anyway, Spirit's pretty anxious for me to get this reading out. I'm going to tell you guys how I got here, and then we'll dive into the cards, okay? I've been puttering around the apartment today, and I kept getting this pain in my shoulder right here, like something was pinned right here. And I got this visual of like being pinned against a wall, like sword through the shoulder, pinned against the wall. And I heard the song Stuck in the Middle with You. It's like a really old song from the 70s. And if I remember correctly, the words are something about jokers to the left of me, thieves to the right, stuck in the middle with you. Okay, we've all heard the song. I cannot recall who does the song. So yeah, I sat down here and, I did my cleansing and all that stuff first. And I pulled the cards, but I've been sitting here with them, meditating. And you guys, look, I don't love being on camera, okay? That's a me thing. It's part of the reason I'm doing this channel, to kind of get over that. But yeah, there are a lot of times when I am sitting here and I hit the record button and then I hit the stop button because I mess up something or I feel, very like self-aware. And not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times that I've been sitting here and like hesitating before hitting the record button. The camera just started recording. It counted down 3, 2, 1, just started recording. So I get the feeling that Spirit feels like someone out there really needs to hear this. This also might be a message for you, by the way, if you're hesitating on anything. Just saying. Anyway, so yeah, the first cards that I pulled were the tea leaf cards. I'm sure you've seen them. The first one was Lobster, Financial Pinch. And then the second one that I got was Dog, Protection from a Powerful Friend. And I'm like, okay, tell me more. Financial Pinch, that explains that stuck feeling, right? I'm stuck, I can't get out of this. I don't know how I'm going to fix this. And so I pulled a Celtic Cross using the Crow Tarot, one of my favorites. And the first card that came out was the 5 of Swords. I can never tell if I'm holding this too close. You guys let me know, please, in the comments. Let me know if I am doing this correctly. I just want you to be able to see what I'm seeing. So yeah, the 5 of Swords, card of conflict, right? And if you look at this card, it's a really chaotic scene, right? We've got these 2 crows laid out. We've got this crow holding 2 swords. We've got these 2 like trying to fly away. And it felt like whoever this message is for, like just chaos, like intentional chaos, right? Like, I'm going to say you've been to hell and back. Like, I don't know if this is something you were exposed to at home or at work or in a friendship, but like somebody, there's Amy. Amy's lending us her cat magic for the reading. Anyway, it's like you've just been in this situation where there's intentional chaos, where somebody is keeping you perpetually confused, like perpetually arguing to kind of stick you in this helpless and confused space, right? So then you don't know where you're going. You don't know how to get out of it. But this is very much a past energy, Like you did get out of it, but you're still feeling pinched. Like maybe whatever this was left you in this financial pinch, right? And you're still not really sure how you're gonna keep escaping. You feel like you're stuck in the middle, stagnant. Like not quite here, but not quite there. Kind of a liminal space, if you will. And influencing the situation, your crossing card, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is a really good card, right? This is all about financial growth, like growth that you can see and feel and touch, like growth manifesting in the real 3D world. And the Ace is such a good card to get. It's like new beginnings. So new financial beginnings are coming, I don't know, maybe from this friend. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. My phone is making a noise over here. All right. So what Spirit is asking you to focus on? Eight of Wands, which is the card of communication, right? This is things are starting to happen. These are phone calls and text messages and people reaching out to you. So I think basically Spirit is telling you don't turn off your phone, right? Which I just kind of did. But anyway, oh, I love the synchronicity of all of this. Don't turn off your phone. Pay attention for messages. And even though I intended this to be a timeless reading, meaning when it finds you, and it doesn't matter what your zodiac sign is, while I am recording this, it is Mercury in retrograde. Mercury in retrograde is really famous for sending our past back to us, right? Former friends, former lovers, people we haven't heard from in forever. All of a sudden they show up. And I'm getting that in your past placement with the King of Wands. So it feels like this friend, this powerful friend, is a King of Wands. Now this is masculine energy. I'm not saying this is going to be male or female or whatever. It's just masculine energy. That's all I'm reading here is the energy. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, somebody who has a lot of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in their chart. But the King of Wands is someone who has mastered his impulses. Like he knows how to create. And you can see this on the card. I love this card. Like we've got wands here for inspiration, ideas. And the little crow sitting on the lion, like he's tamed his is it leonine impulses. Okay. So it's almost like the strength card. Like here's this crowned little bird sitting on top of this lion. He's tamed those impulses. So it's like he's the best of the lion. Yeah. There's no shadow side here. And he's able to be in alignment with what he wants. He's able to grow what he wants. He's able to create. There's the little salamander also associated with fire. And then the sun for fertility and happiness. So, I mean, we'll pull some more cards on this in a minute, but I'm going to say whoever is going to reach out to you to help, it's going to be somebody with this King of Wands energy. In your strengths position, we've got the Three of Pentacles. You're good at working with other people. Like, you are comfortable with compromise, but you've learned how to set boundaries. You've learned about reciprocity, and that's your strength right now, is you know when to say no, but you also know when to say, okay, I'll think about it, and like really ponder something over. If at first blush it doesn't make sense to you, or you think it's a bad idea, it feels like you're going to use your head and your heart and give something a chance instead of automatically just saying, no, we can't do that. That won't work. And I'm saying that because the next card we have is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is one of my favorite cards. She's just one of my favorite characters in the tarot because she embodies, I mean, she knows things, right? She is the keeper of arcane knowledge. And you can see the balance in her spirit, because we've got, look, we've got the wands for ideas and inspiration, tempered with the cups for emotions and intuition, swords for truth, and then the pomegranates. Pomegranates are associated with fire. They're also associated with like hidden knowledge. So she knows things. And if she doesn't know, she's gonna find out. But she's okay with not knowing, if that makes any sense. And it feels like you've been doing a lot of work on yourself to kind of embody this energy, right? To just know when to stand still and to know when to listen and know when to talk. Know when to act and know when to receive. Like you've really been working on balancing feminine and masculine, earth, air, fire, water. Like this is something you've been doing. Once you got out of all of this, you returned to clarity pretty quickly. And Spirit's saying to keep on doing that. Keep on embodying the energy of the High Priestess, right? Be the observer. If something triggers a feeling, step back and say, okay, what just happened there? Before I react, what just happened there? Is this a me thing? Is this a them thing? And then you can respond appropriately, right? Respond instead of react. As far as the money, your advice is the Ten of Cups, which I am interpreting as just act as if. It doesn't mean that things aren't, tenuous and that you don't have bills to pay or you don't have to take care of things. But, again, it's about sitting in this energy and saying, okay, if I don't take care of this right now, what's going to happen? Have I handled things like this before? Yes, I can handle this. Just act as if this has already happened. Okay? You've already got everything that you could need. Happy family, happy life, stability, security, financial stability and security, emotional stability and security. Just act as if. Or as my mom used to say, fake it till you make it. I'm not going to go all the way out there and say be delusional, because I just, we have to temper things with some common sense, right? But it's about embodying this energy. I just love this card, if you can't tell. I love the High Priestess. She's one of the strongest women in the tarot. All right, what you need to know is that you don't know everything. Ace of Swords. Something's going to come in, maybe during a phone call or a text. You're going to get some information that's going to complete the puzzle. I'm hearing complete the puzzle for you. It's going to help you put everything together. So just know that you don't know everything right now, and that's okay. It really is. I can relate to being crazy about not knowing, because I used to be one of those people. If I didn't know a thing, I had to figure it out. And it just produced tremendous anxiety when I didn't know, or I didn't have a final outcome. And you guys, life doesn't work that way, unfortunately, right? They love to throw curveballs at us. They love to give us ambiguous situations in which we have to make these choices. And I think the best place to make those choices from is the High Priestess. It's okay not to know. It really is. And if you truly want to know a thing, go find out. But some things are unknowable, and that's okay. I am just, okay. Hopes and fears. You're not sure that you have the strength for this, but you do. Spirit saying you have more than tamed the, again, is it leonine or leonine? You've tamed the impulses. There's no shadow side here of strength. Hello, I thought I turned you off. maybe that's a sign. You've got strength. You've got High Priestess energy. You're going to be able to handle things while you are figuring everything out, while you're waiting for the information and for this friend to come through. It's going to enable you ultimately, and this is just a potential outcome, okay? I mean, the tarot doesn't foretell the future definitively, right? Because we all make choices. Other people make choices. Things can change. This is just a reading of energies and like trends and pattern recognition, right? I mean, that's all it really is. It's like I think of the tarot as like a mystical thematic apperception test. But yeah, I think what Spirit's saying is keep embodying the High Priestess energy. Stay in that 10 of Cups mindset. And it's going to enable you to walk away from anything that no longer serves you. You know what I love about the 8 of Cups? And you've probably heard this on other tarot channels. The person, or the bird in this case, is walking towards the 9 of Cups. Like they're not just walking away from the 8 of Cups and all of the disappointments and the things that didn't work for them. They're walking towards the 9 of Cups. I like to think of it that way. It feels like this last little bit that hasn't died yet of whatever this conflict was that's keeping you feeling stuck in the middle, this friend and their help is going to enable you to walk away once and for all and just put it in the past. It's hard to balance, isn't it? Sometimes, like, yes, you should look at your past and figure out like core themes and repetitive like cycles and what things keep happening and why do they keep happening. But there's like this very small danger sometimes that you stay stuck there, stuck in the middle. So I think it's really valuable to revisit your past and to think on those things as objectively as possible, but don't stay stuck there. You know what I always tell, I tell my son this when he gets a little panicky or, you know, a little, I'll say feeling sorry for himself, because we all have those moments, right? I'm like, okay, dude, you got 5 minutes. 5 minutes to wallow. 5 minutes to either tell me or tell yourself how terrible you have it, everything sucks, how this couldn't be more unfair, you have no idea how you're going to fix it. Like, really wallow in that energy, and after your 5 minutes, be done with it. Okay? Let's start focusing on a solution. That's just what I do. I don't know, maybe you might find that helpful. So yeah, I'm going to look at the bottom of the okay, so you know that thing I was just saying about what did it do with the card? Oh my God. The 8 of Cups is walking towards the 9 of Cups. How do you feel about the 9 of Pentacles? Maybe you're not walking towards the 9 of Cups, but the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, holy shit. Okay. This is the next card. 6 of Wands. This is a card of victory. This is a card of overcoming. Financial independence, right? Just complete independence from anybody else. Feeling happy with yourself and happy with what you've created. Victory. Holy shit. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Is there any more advice? Okay, I want to pull another card. Let me see if I can find out anything more about this King of Wands. I'm going to use this, and it's going to take me a minute to get it out because the cards get stuck in here sometimes. Okay. I am still hearing that song in my head, by the way. Stuck in the middle with you. Okay. Tell me more about the King of Wands. Pretty please. Tell me more about this King of Wands. Or this protector friend, the dog energy. And I got cards all over the table now. Honestly, y'all, I love watching tarot readers that pull out like 100 cards for just clarifying. But after a minute, it just gets a little confusing, you know? I like to keep the messages clear and concise. And maybe it'll change my mind, and if you want to see more cards being pulled out than what I do, let me know. I'm open to that. But I do appreciate a clear, concise message. One more shuffles. Okay. Leo. Yeah, you guys, so look. We've got the King of Wands. We've got the Strength card with the lion on it. And now we have the Leo card. A lot of Leo energy here. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say your friend, this person that's coming to help you and give you the information and the Ace of Pentacles that you need, it's a Leo. That's not surprising. You know, Leos are generous. I love Leos. They're so warm and friendly and generous, you know, in their light side. The shadow side, okay, we all have our shadow sides. We don't have to talk about that. Leos are awesome. Is there anything else, Spirit? How can we talk about how long this might take? I mean, that would be my question. And I hate it when people say, it's just divine timing. Like, yeah, I know, everything's divine timing. Like, even if you like do rituals and do some magic working with like high priestess energy, magic does what? It takes the path of least resistance. So sometimes it doesn't manifest, you know, like that. But I hate saying divine timing. Says the woman who just spent like 10 minutes telling people that it's okay not to know, right? But, you know, I'm going to try to do what I can. Saturn the taskmaster. Karma, lessons. What else? Y'all bear with me while I work this out in my head. Do we have a Saturn retrograde coming up? It's... full moon. We're about to have a new moon. So, hold on. I just want to check about Saturn retrograde because it seems like I remember something about that, but I could be wrong. Okay, Saturn. Okay, yeah. That's it. July 26th. July 26th, Saturn's going retrograde. Is that around the full moon? Because we're about to have a new moon coming up in like 3 days. So near enough. Leo season. Leo. Okay, yes. Saturn's going retrograde on July 26th. It is staying there until December the 10th. That is definitely during Leo season. I love this. I love it when Spirit's like, I said what I said. How many more signs can I give you? So yeah, you guys, I like this reading. This is a really good reading. Leo friend, Leo season. This is going to work itself out, provided you keep intentionally embodying this energy. And I know it's not easy. It's not. You can't be, you know, it can be hard to stay calm all the time and be the observer. Like I said earlier, if you need to give yourself like a set time to just kind of wallow and yell and scream and say, I don't know what I'm doing and this all sucks, do that. Do that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you need to do. And then move on, okay? Sit back in this energy because it's going to serve you really, really well. Spirit says, that's it. Stop talking. Thank you, guys. I love that they are so direct. I appreciate that. All right, you guys, that was a reading. That was it for today. And I I hope this finds you feeling your high priestess self. This is a good reading. This is about to work itself out. Thanks. Spirit's like, as long as you cooperate. They know. They know. All right. So, yeah, I think that's it for me today. Remember to don't be nice, be kind, especially to yourself. All right, I'll see you guys later. I think I'm going to make a short about the name change maybe. I've never done a short form video. Why not? Why not try? All right, see y'all later.